Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I'm going to do my news video in a little bit, but I wanted to kind of rant about some stuff here. First thing I'm going to talk about Stephen A. Smith. Talk about just NBA media heads, whatever the fuck you want to call them. So, they're talking about the finals today. Talking about the finals. I put that in air quotes because did they really? Well, they probably did, but this is the clip I saw. He basically called out Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton called out the media critics. He said, basically said, I couldn't care less. Honestly, like, what do they really know about basketball? Is he wrong? These media heads don't talk about the game. Do they give you analysis? Like I do? You know how I was talking about Andrew Nembhard's defense on SGA last night? I don't think I mentioned the two bigs. Why'd they go away from that when it won 70-plus games in the regular season? No. Stephen A., he called out Tyrese Halliburton today. Worst case of main character syndrome I've ever seen. So he was saying, if he was talking about me, players far more accomplished and more superior have made their efforts trying to call me out. How has that worked? I'll be here no matter what. Remember that wins a chip. This is exactly what Kevin Durant talked about. These reporters and media people, reporters/media people, want to be stars so badly that they try and put themselves over the game instead of giving you analysis. That's analysis. That's why I go on YouTube to watch podcasts and shit like that, because they give you better analysis and give you better takes than these people do on TV. I think it's just Stephen A. wanting to be the center of attention, like he always does. And he always makes it about himself. I've never seen a media member want to be a star so bad. Good Morning America would love you. You can get away from sports. He is so thin-skinned for someone who talks really fucking tough. He got pussy in front of LeBron. And then went to talk shit the next day on TV and not doing it in person. Stephen A. Smith has done damage to freaking sports media with the way people look at the fucking game. Look at every other sport and how they cover their game. It ain't as bad as this. You will never see more toxic sports media environment than the NBA. Like with sports media, with guys like Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, Gilbert Arenas, and that whole fucking podcast. My God. And he's like, oh, he's saying, he didn't play that well. He nearly had a fucking triple-double. He had a game winner in game one. He had the triple-double last night. Made 4 threes. And it's fair to say he hasn't performed like a superstar, but the Live hasn't played that well as needed to buffer his freaking point. He ruins the sport so much. It always has personal beefs. Had one with LeBron. Now with Tyrese Halliburton. He's just fucking mad. His New York Knicks got fucking bounced. Sensitive ass bitch. It's freaking ego. Like, why? It's every single year with just NBA. Instead of celebrating these damn players, this is what media does. And leave it to Stephen A. to diminish it. The quality of NBA coverage began to decline when media personalities began behaving as if they were more important than the game itself. I would like some people on ESPN that cover the NBA without thinking they're the main character. Oh yeah, you want to hear about the incredible game we watched last night? Maybe some analysis of Andrew Nembhard regarding SGA being one of the unsung heroes with his defense. Why the Thunder aren't running their two bigs? Oh, sorry, we have to let this cornball rant about Tyrese Halliburton calling out media. Well, you gotta find YouTubers that you like and watch. Oh, but if you actually want to hear some analysis, you can watch my finals recap last night. I don't know if I talked about the running two bigs, but I actually talked about these games. Unlike these fucking media networks. They would rather talk about anything other than how badly they underrated the Pacers and a team of good players who play the game right can beat anyone. Did I pick the Thunder to win? Yes, but I didn't say, oh, the Pacers were trash and they're gonna get run out of the building. I guess this is just entertainment to him. But there's not hardly any good ESPN analysts, but Tim Legler's the only one that I can think of. One of the few ESPN analysts that does a truly great job covering the game, doesn't have biased narratives, no main character syndrome. He just loves the ball, just like all of us do. So tired of ESPN, man. You know, I'm not sure what you do when the face of your lead broadcast partner is diminishing a young star because of a perceived slight during the NBA Finals. I mean, I do know what the NFL will do, but I don't know what the NBA will do. And it's the same conversation every fucking game. The NBA media doesn't give the Pacers enough credit. They made the fucking Eastern Conference Finals last year. Why the fuck do they still not get any respect? The NBA media just doesn't do this shit the right way. The NBA media. I mean, I could say I don't know what the NFL would do, because I don't think the NFL would never allow a media member, no matter who, and for wanting Eric to aggressively dog any of their players like that. ESPN is despicable. After Game 1, Richard Jefferson wears my favorite announcer's Doris Burke shirt, shifting the attention of the game. Game 2, ESPN superimposes the ugliest graphics onto the court from Microsoft Clip Art 97 package, shifting the attention of the game, putting the fucking trophy, clipping that on the court, then, oh, it's over, they put the YouTube TV logo. And then after Game 3, Stephen A. starts the field with Tyrese Halliburton, shifting the attention of that. Number one rule of journalism, even though I'm not a journalist, you are not the fucking story of these playoffs. This is why NBC needs the rights back to the NBA Finals. ABC's done a horrible job the last several years, and then you have people like Stephen A. Smith going on fucking TV and saying this shit. Or just give it to TNT or something. So people will actually, like, fucking watch and take this shit seriously. Can we get media who actually cover the game without censoring themselves? Like, this is what kills sports dialogue and journalism. They do not want to actually talk about the game. Like, it's frustrating. You can't talk about the Pacers, how they put on a defensive masterclass. Can't talk about how good Benedict Mathurin was. Shit's stupid, man. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about with the NBA media. So, now I want to talk about, just clownish behavior from MLB fans. So, a few nights ago in the Dodger game, they were down like 9-0 in the 6th inning. They put in Kike Hernandez, and I see Padres fans, even when they beat us, they fucking bitch and complain. And I see basically everyone complaining after the Dodgers punted the game. They punted playoff games last year. And talking baseball, said position players shouldn't be pitching in real games anymore. You know, all of a sudden people have issues when the Dodgers do it, but have no issues when the other teams do. I see, like, I know it's not, teams don't put position players in the 6th inning, but have you seen how many pitchers we have on the injured list? And it's 9-0. We are not going to put in Tanner Scott, Anthony Bonda. We are not putting those guys in the game. Our pitching staff is decimated right now. You have to save your bullpen. They would gladly not pitch a position player if they had other options. If the league didn't like it, they should consider letting them add a couple emergency and temporary pitchers. like, no, I would rather not waste our actual bullpen arms, because, yes, we saved them, and then we won the next day to win the series. And we have 15-plus pitchers in the IL. The bullpen has thrown the most innings pitched, and we are in a span of 31 games in 33 days. We have a depleted, thin bullpen in a game we probably had like a 1% chance of winning. You see this in literally every other sport. A team down 9 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning has, being generous, a 1% chance of winning. Swear, man, people are fucking retarded. And our bullpen is the most overworked bullpen in baseball. And this was strategic and practical. Do I hate that they punted a game? Yes, but it made sense. Tuesday game, it got out of hand. Wednesday, win the series. It really is remarkable that almost every Dodgers fan who was perfectly fine punting a regular season game, we had no fucking chance in hell winning it. We had like 2 chances offensively. Other than that we were down like 9-0. Every other fucking baseball fan keeps crying about, yes, let's use Tanner Scott and Alex Vesey in a 9-run deficit. Like, I'm perfectly fine if Dave Roberts does it, man. Like, if the game's out of reach, then you're not going to use your top bullpen arms. Like, I swear, some people's takes are just pathetic. Like, yes, put in your relief pitchers in danger, even though it's a 9-0 game. And those guys probably weren't going to be available. Like Scott, Banda, Vesey, Yates. Like, genuinely, if it's close, they might not have been available. There was no fucking chance they were going to win that game. And I saw, like, even Padres fans like, oh, embarrassing. Yeah, it wasn't embarrassing when we won the fucking series 2 out of 3. Like, was it embarrassing we got destroyed? Yes, but, like, you can do literally whatever you want. It's not that big of a deal. If a position player pitches, if they can't pitch, then that will mean utility players can't play different positions. Like, I don't get this shit, man. Like, you put KK pitching, and that literally caused us not to burn our bullpen, and then we win the next game in the series. We're in a stretch of like 25 games with 1 or 2 days off. Like, you have to save your bullpen. You're not using them in a 9-run game. And the Dodgers have done this. This isn't surprising to me. They've done this. They punted 2 NLCS games and a World Series game in the playoffs. You really are you really that much more offended by them using Kike Hernandez than Brent Honeywell, or were you too dumb to notice that's what they were doing at the time? Like, I swear, man, did you guys not watch the playoffs last year? Where they, I say you guys, I'm talking about, talking baseball. Like, did you guys not fucking watch them, punt some games in the playoffs last year so they can set up the next game with a fully rested bullpen so they can win a series? So, yeah, I just had to rant about these 2 things, man. I'm going to do my news video after this, but I had to rant about that, man. So, yeah, that's really all to say here. So, until next time, I'm out. Leave a like, subscribe for more on that shit. Peace.